man for the King group led by Dylan Gorey.
Laissez-les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll for Jason Gillespie. He has a legitimate 7-footer manning the post. Gorey has tremendous length, runs well, a quick first jump, and a soft touch around the rim. Keithley's a next-level prospect if he improves his hands and upper body strength.
Transferred in from Clarendon College, was very limited, played just 6 games a season ago. Somebody that played quite a few more games for ETSU than that a season ago. It's one of the few familiar faces for the Bucks, Jaden Seymour in front.
Extremely versatile defender. The only player in the Southern Conference who can defend any player in the Southern Conference. His ability to guard inside out allows ETSU to switch most ball screens. Struggled at the free throw line early last year. So what does he do? Well, he didn't wait until the offseason. He spent extra time in the gym in January and February and clipped 29 of his last 39.
Yes, and he had a really, really good game against UVAY. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. He only played a little over 20 minutes in that exhibition, which ETSU won 105-55. And the 18 made threes would have set a school single game record. And there is Brooks Savage.
And we talked about his work in the offseason. 4 3-pointers in that game, had 8 all of last year.
Yeah, you see Brooks Savage, last 3 seasons as an assistant coach at Wake Forest under Steve Forbes. He's been in the SoCon. He was at ETSU when Forbes was here, and now looking to revive a lot of the same things that brought success, but with a little bit of a different twist to it. As King wins the opening tip, the Tornado have it first with Beasley on the right side. Pull-up 3 for a call, and that's no good. Offensive rebound tipped out Beasley again. Beasley gets inside, gets cut off. He gets it back out to Eli Elston. Elston on the right wing, looking for something somewhere. Now on the left side, it's with Pocknet. Mikhail Pocknet bodies up, lost it, and Kumari Peterson with the steal. Lobs it ahead, Karan Boyd on the right block, kicks it back out. Seymour an open 3. Pops out, no good. And a defensive rebound to Elston. On the right side, and now they switch.
Both teams man-to-man early, ETSU switching all ball screens.
And certainly that's part of the recruiting strategy, right? You want to be athletic enough to be able to do that as Elston flashes high for 3, no good. Rebound is tipped, it's loose. Gorey had it for a moment, but it's knocked out to Asamoah.
And that's the last part of his development. That's one Gorey has to snag and finish.
Seymour bodied up, shot no good. Rebound out to a call.
And there's that length, that presence at the rim. Gorey with the deflection early.
Elston with a 3, no good. Offensive rebound put back good. King leads, and Brooks Savage calls a timeout. A minute 17 into the game because ETSU obviously needed to hear something from the head coach. In the head coach's view, the Tornado with a 2-0 lead.
Well, the smallest player on the floor, Beasley, 2 offensive rebounds in the first minute 17. Brooks Savage going to introduce Beasley to his ball club during the break right here. Yeah, I guarantee you there'll be a white jersey on him the next shot that goes up.
Take another look at it as Beasley just gets right back up and in. King last season went 7-22, and this is a team that scored in bunches. They were 23rd in Division II in scoring offense. They were 5th in offensive rebounds per game a season ago, over 14 per tilt. But they were a little leaky on the back end. 289th out of 290 teams in Division II in scoring defense.
And Jason Gillespie wants his ball club to share the ball more. Top 3 in Conference Carolinas in scoring, yet next to last in assists last year.
Boyd gets fouled out high by a call. And that's the first on Jordan Call, the sophomore from Harlan, Kentucky.
The son of a coach. His dad, a fine player, played at Tennessee Wesleyan. Great tradition in Harlan. Phil Cox, who I played against at Vanderbilt. Nick Sanford, who I coached at LMU.
Karan Boyd with the tough hook shot, no good. And the Tornado with the rebound, and Beasley brings it up. Left side gives to Pocknet. Pocknet drives in hard, lob over the top of DJ Hughes, no good. Rebound Seymour, it's tied up.
It's the freshman Pocknet trying to do a bit much. King got the yellow light from Jason Gillespie. Look, guys, we're on the road with a 2-0 lead. Don't need to force anything. That's one Pocknet will kick out as he gains a little more experience.
ETSU came out flying in the exhibition. They were very aggressive early in the shot clock as well. Asamoah backs it out right corner. about halfway through the possession. Now it's Karan Boyd, top of the key. DJ Hughes, left side, Peterson with 10 to shoot. Peterson lobs to Hughes, left block. Back out to Peterson, catch and shoot three is an air ball out of bounds.
Bucks got the 2-5 switch they wanted. Couldn't exploit the matchup on the other side of the floor. Great start for King and Jason Gillespie's squad.
ETSU missing its first 4 shots. Tornado are 1 for 5. That's all there is in the basketball game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Potnet bounces inside, a cutting shot blocked by Asamoah. On the drive that time by Beasley. It was the 2 guard, the grad transfer from Delaware, getting up and swatting it out.
Great connectivity defensively. Ball man integrity. Asamoah coming over from the help side to make a play.
A call. Starts in on Asamoah. And got it to go. Got the roll on the rim. Jordan Akal makes it 4-0 King.
Just a good offensive player making a tough shot. Asamoah pushed back, contested the shot, just didn't go.
Offensive foul on Jaden Seymour. And this is just a little out of sync the first 3.5 minutes for ETSU.
Hey, let's credit King. They're really getting after it on the defensive ends. Staying at home, containing. They're not out playing the passing lanes, just staying in front.
Right side, it's Beasley to the free throw line. Step through jumper. Can't get it to go. Seymour the rebound. And here comes ETSU. Peterson starts in. Seymour. Asamoah to the baseline. Lost it for just a half a second. Got it back. Turnaround pull-up jumper is no good. It rims out. And the Bucks can't buy a bucket. 0 for their first 5.
And nothing but blue jerseys surrounding the rim. Great job rebounding down.
A call gets all the way to the basket. Shot no good. And a foul called on the loose ball against the Tornado. That's on Gorey.
Again, if you're Jason Gillespie, you have to be so pleased with the start. This is a King team that's short in numbers tonight. Missing point guard Xavier Betancourt. Probably their best returning player, Kenny Turner.
Yep.
Averaged nearly a double-double last year, sidelined with a lower body injury, and Peterson takes it into his own hands.
Tough runner that time for Kumari Peterson. His first points in a Buccaneer uniform. The standout at John A. Logan, one of many that has come through Johnson City over the last few years. Out high, it's Elston. Throws it away, throws it right to Brooks Savage. And it's a turnover, and the Buccaneers get it back.
Really great job defending the basketball. Kumari Peterson fighting over the top of the ball screens, applying the pressure.
Couple changes for King as Miles McCrary in, the 6'5", 200-pound senior from Cedar Hill, Texas. And Cameron George returns to Freedom Hall after 2 years with ETSU. Peterson with a jumper, no good. And the rebound to George. He gets it out ahead of the back shot, blocked by Justice Smith, but the rebound picked up by Gorey. It rimmed out, no good. Loose ball, McCrary gets it back for King. And it's Beasley on the left side.
2 more offensive rebounds for the King Tornado.
Jumper no good, defensive rebound, Seymour. King with 6 offensive boards already. Asamoah, a 3 in transition is good.
Got the shooter's roll, sprinted to the corner. King back in numbers, but they didn't find the shooter. Asamoah makes them pay.
Evie Asamoah was a terrific 3-point shooter at Delaware as Gorey's lob is an air ball. Scooped up by Justice Smith. Smith to the block, kick out right side. Another look for Asamoah. No, and a defensive rebound to Elston. ETSU with a 1-point lead, 5 minutes gone in the first game of the regular season. Beasley goes right, one-on-one with Asamoah. Top of the key, it's George. George with 11 to shoot, now 10. He's gonna spot up for 3. No good. Rebound Peterson. Brooks Savage wants him to attack. Left block, it's Hughes. Peterson, Asamoah, catch and shoot, 3, got it. Evie Asamoah hit a couple threes early against UVA Wise, and it got the Bucks some life offensively Now they lead 8-4, nearly 6 minutes in.
Great job on the secondary break. Once more, King back in numbers, but ETSU keeps the ball popping on the perimeter, and Asamoah needs just a little bit of daylight. Has defenders running at him now, he'll have opportunities to shot fake and get to the rim.
And Asamoah blocks a shot by George, 2-on-1 the other way. Seymour goes up, no. Tipped by Smith off the backboard, and the rebound pulled in by the Tornado. It's Elston.
know it's early in the season, but one you have to finish. King does have a shot blocker on the floor, but he wasn't out in transition then. You have to finish that. I'd like to see Seymour land on 2 feet, come to a jump stop, and power up strong.
Top of the key, Elston. George with 10 to shoot. Behind a screen, he's cut off by Hughes. Left side now Elston with 5. Beasley with 3. With 2, a step back 3. Front iron, no. And it's Smith the other way for the Buccaneers. Asamoah loads up another one and got it. 3 threes in the first half for Ebi Asamoah. It's exactly what they brought him in for.
And that was contested too. Now again, what I'd like to see, after making 3, you'll have defenders flying at you. Opportunity for him to show a little leather and get to the rim and give the Bucks an advantage in numbers. Nice
move by Beasley, but he can't finish. Rebound Peterson. Flips it to Hughes. Drives in the corner. That's a blocking foul on the Tornado. And that may be one that was a little tougher to call last year, but we'll talk about that when we come back. Timeout on the floor. 11-4, ETSU overcoming a bit of a slow start. They're on an 11-0 run. And it's Ebi Asamoah that's doing the heavy lifting for the Buccaneers. He's got a block shot, he's got a couple of threes, a couple of friendly bounces. And ETSU up 7 with 7 minutes gone at Freedom Hall. Player. We alluded to it before the timeout. The block charge rules have undergone a little bit of revision, Bruce Strandberger, and it could make for very different games.
Well, before the rules changed, the defender merely had to arrive prior to departure. With the new rule, he must position himself before the landing of the foot that propels the launch.
True freshman Gabe Sisk in the game for ETSU. Braden Illiken as well. Makai Johnson looking for his first collegiate 3. Shot no good, and a rebound by Satchel Love of King. Tornado the other way with Demi Farrenloy.
Sometimes it's difficult to take that first shot on your first touch.
Mekhi Johnson didn't have a lot of fear with it, and that's part of what made him a three-star prospect and the #1 player in West Virginia in the 2023 recruiting class. Hop, step, move, and a jumper, no good for McCrary, but an offensive rebound for the Tornado. Right side, Fairloy at 3, no good. Boyd tries to battle for the rebound, has it ripped away by Seth Cullen. Attack, pass inside, layup to Love is good, and the foul. Satchel Love to the line on the three-point play. Braden Illick called for his first.
8 offensive rebounds in the first 8 minutes of action for the King Tornado. How about Seth Cullen, the freshman?
I mentioned
bringing
it.
energy to the King Tornado.
Mentioned it at the top, and this is something that Jason Gillespie, I think, really wants his team to get. I mean, everybody wants their team to be a good offensive rebounding team, right? But Gillespie really emphasizes it and has a lot of success with it. 14.4 offensive rebounds in the game, in a game last year on average. That was 5th most in Division II, and they brought that to bear in the season opener here tonight. Justice Smith had it tapped away by Cullen, gets it back.
Well, they put up a lot of shots. It's a numbers game. There are going to be a lot of misses with a lot of shots, and they go after it.
Smith with a shot right side, no good. And a defensive rebound for Cameron George. The other way, it's McCrary. Bounces it out high. Fairloy lost it out of bounds, and it's back to ETSU when we return. Another timeout on the floor with 11:37 to go in the first half, and ETSU leads King 11-7 in the season opener. And we'll be back to Johnson City with more in just a moment. You're watching SoCon Basketball on ESPN+.
For over 75 years, Bright Ridge has powered our community.
My grandfather started Porter's Tire in 1952, and he built the business by treating people the way he wanted to be treated. 4 generations later, we see more than just a vehicle. We see what matters, you. Because we care, we recommend the Michelin Premier AS. It's safe when new and safe when worn, making it the ultimate tire for all-season safety. Stop by Porter's Tire Store, your Michelin Tire headquarters. Porter's Tire, way more than a tire store.
When it has to be fresh and it has to be right, the right choice is always Aubrey's. With perfectly prepared pastas, seafood, steaks, and all your southern favorites. We serve up more than great food, so you can focus on what matters most, your time together. When it has to be right, always Aubrey's.
We are Ballad proud. Proud of our team members, proud of their accomplishments. Award-winning healthcare across the Appalachian Highlands. Nationally recognized for quality care. From quality measures to clinical outcomes, the awards are stacking up, building a legacy of superior health. We are Ballad proud.
Alongside Bruce Tranbarger, I'm Keith Brake. You get a peek at the King University Tornado huddle. We mentioned this team went 7-22 last year, missing some key pieces. Xavier Betancourt, Kenny Turner, but the Tornado's still expecting to take a step forward under Jason Gillespie in year 4.
Well, and they had to replace 24 points a game from the departed Michael Mays.
Yes.
Have to get some backcourt scoring. They're going to have to create some open looks for Jordan McCow.
And this is a huge opportunity for them. This is King's first Division I opponent since they played Marshall on December 16th, 2014. They were competitive in that game. They lost 90-76. Went 24-6 that year, though later vacated all 24 wins from that season. Right corner, it's Sisk for ETSU. Justice Smith out high. Sisk again, the true freshman. On the baseline, it's Illick. Smith, Johnson pulls the trigger on a 3. Back iron, no. And a rebound tipped. And the Tornado get another one. And they have a decisive upper hand on the glass. That is the 19th rebound for King to 9 for ETSU. Jumper on the right side is good for McCrary on the baseline.
And of those rebounds, 8 on the offensive end, Keith, off of 17 live ball misses. That's only 50%. Defensively, you want to grab about 70% of those. So King winning the battle of the loose balls.
Sisk takes a 3. That's no good. Rebound George. And he gets it away to Cullen, and here come the Tornado again. They can tie with a 2. To the left block, tough right-handed shot, won't go for McCrary. And McCrary gets a turnover in the front court, takes it back up, shot knocked down by Illick. It's out of bounds, and it stays with the Tornado.
Nice job against the pressure. Seth Cullen out making himself available, splits the double team, passes ahead to McCrary. If you're King, you have to love the pace of the game right now.
Inbound on the right block, shot fake, gets through McCrary, puts it up and in off the glass. And Miles McCrary ties it at 11.
Very athletic guy. Scores within the framework of the offense, off transition, dump-offs, offensive rebounds. He's brought great energy, as has Seth Cullen and Love off the bench.
Smith, a long 3, got it. Bucks needed that from Justice Smith, who last season had some ups and downs. Averaged 7.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. He's got the Bucks back up in front.
And he's capable of taking over. King has nobody to match up with him, either in the post or in the open floor.
Pass tipped and stolen by Peterson. Peterson ahead of the pack, right-hand runner is good, and the foul. Kumari Peterson flashing the speed that made him a standout at John A. Logan, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play.
And geared down a little bit, slowed up to use Cullen's aggression and momentum against him. Embraced the contact, and with the nice finish, just slowed down his dribble and actually screened for himself. Now, if Peterson makes the toss here, if you're Brooks Savage, do you maybe extend pressure here after the free throw and try to pick up the pace of this game a little bit?
I think so. They played at a very aggressive pace in their preseason tune-up against UVA Wise, which is another Division II team, different conference, but similar level of competition. As the Tornado bring it up with Farrenloy. Left side, a foul called on Jaden Seymour, bodying up on Jordan Akal.
And they have to get a call, some open looks, horns action, and Seymour just a little late to arrive, but he has to guard him out there. He has to arrive on the catch because Akal is within range. Any coach's son from Eastern Kentucky can knock it down within 30 feet. I'll guarantee you that. And his daddy can knock down that shot also.
On the right block, Pocknet fighting against traffic. Boyd shot blocked, Jaden Parker. Pinball's off the backboard. It's back to the Tornado. Akal drives, runner no good. Rebound is loose on the floor. Seymour trying to tie it up. It fell free late, but it's a shot clock violation on King. And ETSU gets it back.
But yet another offensive rebound for King. Both teams getting after it, going after loose balls. King doing what they have to do to stay alive on the road.
Tornado with 10 offensive rebounds. They are plus 12 on the glass, 11 minutes in. Peterson across midcourt, Seymour, shot fake, lost the ball, scooped up by Akal, running 2-on-2, takes it in and got fouled.
It's a nice job, Pocknet defending in space. He's one of their better defenders. He can guard inside and out. He's right there with Seymour, knocks it loose, and King out in transition.
And after discussion, they've changed the call, and it's ETSU ball. So it's a turnover by a call instead of a foul. And Peterson across midcourt.
And Jason Gillespie talking to Chris McCurry said, you had the fist, you had the fist. As officials blow the whistle and raise a fist for a foul and a palm for a violation.
Parker with a pass fake. Boyd catch and shoot 3, no. Defensive rebound to Gorey. And the Frenchman outlets to a call.
Difference between tonight and last Monday. Last Monday, ETSU shooting threes when they wanted to. Tonight, shooting threes when they have to.
Top of the key, it's Pocknet. Left block, takes it up, no good. Rebound, Asamoah. Asamoah's second board. He's got 9 of ETSU's 16 points, looking for more. And no good that time. Parker can't save it on the baseline.
Got a clean look off the bounce, utilizing a little blur screen by Parker. Asamoah hops himself into rhythm and went up with great confidence, just didn't get the roll. Got the shooter's roll early on that first one from the left corner, but this one rattles out on him. Another horn set for King. Let's see if they use one of these diagonal cuts here.
Bachnet traveled. And a turnover takes us to the under 8 timeout of the first half. And ETSU with a 16-11 lead over King with 7:50 left in the opening frame of the 2023-24 season. You're watching SoCon basketball on ESPN+. ETSU and King with a couple different things they need to do to try to find themselves in a competitive ball game. Bruce Strandbarger, the Atmos Energy keys to the game.
Well, King lost a lot of offense when Michael Mays walked across the graduation stage last year, and they're over from three-point range early. ETSU, as expected, has superior quality depth. They can't afford letdowns. Brooks Savage will substitute liberally early on.
Asamoah on the press break, puts it up and in, and Ebi Asamoah is in double figures with 11.
And that's a veteran bouncing it as far as the defense allows, coming to a jump stop, showing a little head fake, a little leather, getting the defender up in the air and getting a clean look at the basket. That's a tough shot for a shooter. Asamoah, accustomed to shooting from deep, and bounces into the mid-range, lifts it softly over the front rim.
Asamoah, grad transfer from Delaware, native of Rockville, Maryland. Magruder High School, same as assistant coach Joe Hughley. Said Joe Hughley's somebody that he really looked up to, and that was definitely a plus when he was looking for a place to play his final season of eligibility. The long three by Akal, banked it in! Jordan Akal, 3.6 points per game as a freshman last season. He's got 5 in his first game of his sophomore year.
First 3 for King, probably not the way Akal intended. Wouldn't get a letter on his opponent in a game of horse, but it counts as 3 tonight, Keith Brake.
Peterson, top of the key in the corner. Asamoah loads up another one, back of the rim, no good. And the defensive rebound to Gorey. Farrenloy, Akal again. Left elbow pull-up with a hand in his face and a foul called. That's Tyler Rice, the William & Mary transfer, called for his first.
Cardinal error fouling the jump shooter, especially when it's a low percentage too. He said Asamoah can't guard him much better than that. Hand in the face. Akal just jumped up and stuck it.
Akal 2 for 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, but attempting his first free throw of the night. Got it. And Akal, you mentioned, the second leading scorer all time at Harlan High School. He had 26 points per game as a sophomore average, 26 points as a junior, and then 25 points per game average as a senior. That's consistency across a really long period of time and a crucial period of development.
In a tough league,
yes.
Tough area as well.
Second free throw, no good. Seymour the board. And ETSU with a one-possession lead. They're up by 3, coming toward the latter stages of the first half.
Interesting lineup. Tyler Rice and Kumari Peterson, couple of true point guards on the floor.
Lob inside for Parker, and he got fouled. And the foul is called against Almondo Sirius. His first, and the team's 5th. And the Bucks get the ball on the baseline with 20 to shoot. Inbound Seymour, and he gets fouled. Bachnet called for the hand contact around the waist. And quickly the 6th team foul.
Now, Bachnet's their best defender on the interior. Freshman, a little over-aggressive, overzealous on that play. Picks up personal foul number 2.
Bucks have it on a side out. Asamoah to trigger, gets in Peterson. Seymour, Parker, and Rice complete the 5. Seymour uses his dribble, and now Asamoah lobs inside for Parker, and not in sync on the lob that time. It hit him in the shoulder, and it's out of bounds.
Well, kind of in between, and in Parker's defense, he's kind of in between. Is that a pass coming to me, or do I go for the rebound? And pass just about hit the rim.
Peterson with another steal, takes it coast to coast. Right hand runner, good. Kumari Peterson stretches it back out to 5. He's got 6. Other way, here's a Cal. Top of the key. Passes left baseline, out of bounds. And back to the Buccaneers.
And King doesn't want any empty possessions, but that's certainly a turnover if you have to pick one you can live with. A dead ball turnover, opportunity to get back and set the defense.
9 turnovers for the Tornado to just 3 for the Buccaneers. Rice on the right side, pulls up for 3. Got it! Smooth stroke that time from Tyler Rice. And he opens his Buccaneer account to stretch it back to 8.
Didn't come to ETSU with the reputation of a shooter, but knocked that one down from distance with tremendous confidence, did Rice.
Rice averaged 6, 2, and 2 in 55 games in 2 years at William & Mary. Beasley left side to the free throw line, trying to back his way down, now knifes through. Ball is loose on the floor, and it's scooped up by the Tornado. Shot no good that time for Sirius, and then high contact as Akal took one up around the eyes, it looked like, and took a tumble on the floor.
Another offensive rebound to extend a possession for King. ETSU out in transition before securing the basketball.
They are sending the teams to their benches, and we're going to look at the replay of the contact at the top of the key that put Jordan Akal on the deck.
I know by rule they have to look for this, but I don't think there's anything going on. That was certainly a basketball play, a little inadvertent contact there. I don't think this one will last long, which means we'll have something because I'm about 0% on these.
It's just about, and I'm not going to say anything one way or the other. Peterson, just a hand in the face as he was stopping. And coming in on Akal. And this King team, I think this is a game that they would absolutely be thrilled to walk out of here with. If the final margin looks something like this, or even if it's 16, if it's under 20 points, you know, as a team is trying to rebuild, you really love to compete against a Division I team. And we're getting ready for the ruling from the referees. And it sounds like it's all pretty straightforward. Common foul on Peterson.
Appreciate Chris McCurry coming over and communicating with us.
Yep, this crew, their first real test of the night. Chris McCurry is the crew chief, Blake Thomas and Kyle Stewart, our other referees.
Yeah, Cal might be seeing double now, but that was a basketball play. Even on the playground, you take that one out, go on to the next possession.
And out of bounds off of Smith. Akal just kind of ran out of time, ran out of options. Just chucks it right off the leg of Justice Smith guarding the inbound.
It's tough for Akal to throw that at Justice Smith with a lot of length guarding the thrower.
Inbound is to Beasley. He's got Love and Gorey setting the horns for him on the left wing now. Guarded by Struthers, zips a pass inside. Gorey left-handed hook won't go. Defensive rebound Buccaneers. It's Seymour out of the pack.
One of the few times they have dived Gorey to the low block.
And Tyler Rice dials it up from well beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by double digits, another 8-0 run.
William and Mary transfer, feeling it from the right wing. Jason Gillespie said that wasn't on the scouting report.
Top of the key and a whistle and a foul, an offensive foul away from the ball. Foul is on Gorey, and Dylan Gorey called for his second.
See, King, another good job in transition. They're back in numbers, but they've left Rice alone because it's on the scouting report. He's not a shooter, so what does he do? Knocks one down.
Inside, Allen Struthers hangs on the rim a long time, won't go. Put back DJ Hughes won't go. Rebound Seymour has it stripped. It's scooped up by Love, and he gets it away to Beasley.
Even with the 7-footer in the lineup, you have to finish those.
Pass inside, reverse layup won't go. Offensive rebound, that won't go. And Justice Smith the other way for the Buccaneers. He attacks, right hand floater, no good, but a foul. And Justice Smith going to the free throw line when we come back after the first personal on Satchel Love. 3:47 to go in the first half. ETSU with a 26-15 lead over King. They're on an 8-0 run. See if it continues when we return to Johnson City. You're watching SoCon Basketball on ESPN+.
For 75 years, Bright Ridge has powered our community, providing the energy to live, work, and play. And now we're looking ahead, investing in our community today and building the infrastructure to power our community tomorrow. We're supporting zero-emission electric vehicles, harnessing the sun to provide clean, renewable community energy, and expanding into broadband services for our shared future. Bright Ridge, your community power here for you.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop,
where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily,
and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I've known of the Garza Law Firm for about 10 years. I've been working with them for the past 5 years. I think that what makes Marcos Garza one of the best personal injury attorneys is the fact that he is so focused on his clients, he's so conscientious about the things that he does, and he's so fair. The Garza Law Firm is the right fit for Johnson City. I highly recommend Marcos Garza.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Back at Freedom Hall, Keith Brake and Bruce Tranbarger as we take a peek at the City Series history. And this is the 36th all-time meeting. ETSU leads the series, first one in nearly 20 years. Go back to year 2 of the Murray-Bartow era last time the Bucks and the Tornado played, and that's the only other meeting since 1950.
Really glad to see ETSU rekindling these regional rivalries. Had Emory and Henry in last year. Ben Thompson in attendance tonight, by the way. UVA Wise, Tusculum coming in later. Opportunity for ETSU fans to see some of these local Division II programs.
And an opportunity for those Division II programs to just build some relationships and just create a more interconnected region of college basketball. And I think it's such an important part of the communities in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia that it is good to see a Division I institution leading by example in that regard.
Well, and teams don't have to travel too far either. Now, Tusculum played an exhibition down at Ole Miss a couple of weeks ago. A lot of distance for a preseason Division II squad.
I was going to ask how you knew that so quickly off the top of your head. Justice Smith makes both free throws, 28-15 ETSU.
Saw it on the website somewhere.
Yeah. On the right side, it's Beasley. Beasley left behind a Love screen, into the corner, Elston. To the right block, Love, punched away by Hughes. And Elston gets it back. Disrupted by Smith. Rice knocks another pass away, 5 to shoot. Back out top of the key with 2. With 1 shot contested, it's a jump ball. And that keeps it with the Tornado.
Beasley had to go to the rim in an expiring shot clock. Peterson with a high basketball IQ.
Put 1 second on the shot clock, so this has got to go basically right at the rim. It's almost got to be a lob.
Still enough time for a catch and shoot.
Beasley wants a timeout and got it with 3:17 to go in the first half.
Which shows you how much Jason Gillespie values the importance of this possession. Even with 1 second, wants to at least get something to the rim. Hey, and the way they've been dominating the offensive glass, why not? You hit the rim with something and the shot clock resets. You have 20 more seconds to shorten this game.
And you also feel like if ETSU can stay on this run, they're on a 10-0 run right now over the last 2:45. If they extend that more, if it gets to 13-0, if it gets to 15-0, the game starts to slip away from you a little bit, where King has been very competitive for the first 17 minutes.
Especially if you can extend that the last couple of minutes of the first period and carry some of that momentum into the locker room with you.
Tornado haven't scored in 3.5 minutes.
Bucks go big on the thrower. Hughes at 6'6", guarding the 6-foot Beasley.
Beasley into the corner, turnaround, catch and shoot 3. Good if it goes as an air ball. And a shot clock violation sends it back to ETSU, the 11th turnover for the Tornado.
Nice job defending the thrower on the inbounds pass, contesting the shot in the corner and not fouling. Last thing in the world you want to do there is foul the jump shooter.
Rice on the left side. A lot of hand contact as he gets to the left block. Swings not knocked away out of bounds by Eli Elston. The junior from Auburn, Alabama, active in the passing lanes.
Good thought, Rice with a straight line drive, kicks it out opposite corner to Boyd. That's a set play, timing play. King with active hands in the passing lane.
Boyd, top of the key. Boyd lobs for Hughes. Pass out to Rice, right side. Right elbow pull up, short. Foul on ETSU on Karan Boyd.
King getting what they wanted, that defensive possession, forcing Tyler Rice into a low percentage jump shot from the elbow, a 2-point attempt.
And King now in the bonus. So send Eli Elston to the free throw line. He was pretty good at Marion Military Institute in Alabama last year. 9.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, just shy of 2.5 assists per game. But he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound Boyd.
Offense hasn't come up with his defense. Elston's a plus defender. Very durable kid out of Marion Military Institute. Surprise start tonight. King down in numbers.
Foul on the floor called against McCrary. And that's the first on Miles McCrary. And the team's 9th.
Tyler Rice getting a breather. Brooks Savage some valuable minutes. A couple of big baskets and a lot of energy off the bench. He vies for some playing time at the point behind Kumari Peterson.
Karan Boyd at the line for the 1-and-1, gets the first. This is something ETSU needs to improve at. They were a 67% free throw shooting team a season ago, and several of the returners in particular have emphasized getting in the gym and getting shots up.
And only 9 for 16 against Wise. And what's troubling too, Keith, this is only tosses number 3 and 4 for the Bucks in the first period.
Boyd gets them both. And the USC Aiken transfer, who got that program to the Sweet 16 last year in Division II. Buccaneers now doubling up the Tornado with 2.5 to go until the break. Across the timeline, Beasley. McCrary.
King continuing to go empty in the post out of that horn set.
A call contested three, no good offensive rebound. McCrary has it taken away by Peterson, and he has to woe up to avoid running right into Satchel Love. In the corner, Smith on the baseline now. Throws it back out to Asamoah. Free throw line, kick left side. A Seymour three is an air ball. And a steal in the front court. Smith goes in, layup good, and the foul.
Great anticipation by Smith. Read Elston's eyes, picked the bounce pass, took it the distance, the pick six, and the finish through contact.
Foul on Beasley, his first.
Probably would have been a charge last year.
That's another one that's a close call, or used to be a close call, but now it's been tilted the other way. It's very clearly a blocking foul under the new rules.
The defender was there before departure, but not before the plant foot landed.
Elston, top of the key, gives it to Love. Right side, Akal. Behind the back dribble at the right elbow. Spins in the paint, step through, gets it inside Love, layup good. Satchel Love with 5. And King ends the 14-0 run and ends a scoring drought of over 4 minutes.
Jordan Akal just willing his way to the logo, drawing the defense, and then finding the open man. Nice catch and finish by Love.
King looks like they might be starting to run out of gas a little bit. They're fouling a little bit more. Love called for his second. And that puts ETSU in the double bonus. 2 free throws for Justice Smith.
The physicality of the game will certainly take its toll, too. ETSU certainly with more quality depth. Jason Gillespie's team, 3 scholarship players light tonight.
Smith last season a 72% free throw shooter. Like we said, had his ups and downs, but he's more comfortable in this offense. And when you talk to the ETSU staff, they worked really hard on building relationships with the guys who were already here, who stayed. One of the first things Brooks Savage said in his press conference is, the guys who are here, you are our players. We want you to be here.
Well, and when he makes a mistake, he's busting it back on defense. He forgets the last play when it's negative, focuses on the new when he's matured physically and emotionally.
Travel by Mikhail Pocknet, turnover to ETSU. With 68 seconds left, they'll have 30 on the shot clock, leading by 17.
Pocknet has really struggled against ETSU's length. Just too much size for him to finish tonight.
Peterson lost his balance and lost the ball. The other way, Pocknet takes it all the way. Right-hand layup, good.
And just as I say that, what does he do? He finishes over length.
Smith, hard to the basket, and a knock out of bounds, a swat out of bounds by McCrary.
Got a little elbow.
He got a little elbow, and he gets called for the foul as well. And that's his second. Justice Smith back to the line for 2 more.
Justice Smith in attack mode in transition, using the defender's momentum against him, using his body to shield himself.
Missed the first.
But free throw woes continue.
Smith ready with the second. And the junior from Lyons, New York, Mansfield University transfer, was really, really good in Division II, really good at getting to the rim, and that's something that he's been able to do a little bit more and later in this first half, and that's what's creating the free throw opportunities.
It's like he's beefed up a little from last year, too. Tough matchup. You go small on him, he can post you up. You put size on him, he can knock down shots from the perimeter. He can drive around you.
Peterson called for his second for body contact against Amarius Beasley. And Beasley to the line, the senior from Harvest, Alabama.
Struggled at the free throw line last year. Really, really wide base. Look how far apart those feet are.
First is up, back of the rim, no good. And I think another foul, or was that a lane violation on Justice Smith?
Look how far back his left foot is. You need to square up a little more, son. You're facing toward the corner. You're not getting your full field of vision at the rim.
Free throw rattles in. And so Beasley gets the bonus. Yeah, 3 points a game, just shy of 2 rebounds as a junior. Had a pretty good shooting day against Lees McCray last year. but for the most part, yeah, the production wasn't
starting tonight in place of the injured Xavier Betancourt, who broke his fibula scrimmage against Walter State. Really coming along. Jason Gillespie loves Betancourt, guy who can score over length, high basketball IQ, and one of their best defenders.
Peterson, tough shot is good, and the foul. Kumari Peterson going to the rim and doing some acrobatic things for ETSU. Chance of the three-point play.
Seeking out the contact, embracing it, and the finish off the banking board with the offhand.
Foul called on Bradley Owens, the freshman from Gate City, Virginia.
Twin Springs High School.
Yeah, 1,500 points there. Peterson hits the free throw. He's got 9, and ETSU with a 17-point lead. 7-second difference between shot and game clock. King got a lot of players out there, not entirely because they want them out there, because they got to have them out there. And they have scrapped and battled and played hard, looking to finish the first half strong. Lob inside, tough move for Pocknet, no good, and a foul.
That was a really nice pass by Beasley. Pocknet was double teamed, and Beasley literally threw him open, just tossed it into open space. The athletic Pocknet just went out and got it.
Seymour's third. And that's the 9th on the team, so still the 1-and-1 for Pocknet. And he hits the first. Seymour out, Karan Boyd in for the final 16.8 seconds. Second free throw is also good. And Pocknet gets a couple for the Tornado right at the end of the half. They're 6 of 8 from the line. ETSU 8 of 11, 73%.
And gives King an opportunity to set their defense for this last possession as well.
Peterson behind a screen, tries to pick and roll to Hughes. It's tipped, it bounces around. Smith can't touch it again, called for the travel.
Tried to sell it, tried to tap it to a teammate, but once that pivot foot left the floor, he can't legally touch it again. Dead ball turnover. Now King an opportunity to score before the end of the period.
Passes into Beasley. Amarius Beasley with 3. A long 3 at the horn is an air.